Hey guys, is your pricing helping or hurting your freelance business? Today, I'll expose exactly what clients think about you based on how you price your work. The results might not be what you expect, so stay tuned. Hey guys, it's Preston here with Millo.co, where freelancers come to level up their business, and I've got a question for you. What does your pricing say about you as a freelancer? It turns out pricing says a lot. One Harvard professor concluded that 95% of clients' decision-making process is subconscious. So what kind of subconscious signals are you sending your potential clients with your pricing? I'm going to show you. But before we do that, make sure you click subscribe and leave a comment on this video telling us what freelancing topics we should cover next on the channel. If we pick your idea, we'll give you $1,000 to invest in your freelance business. Okay, the truth is your freelance pricing reveals a lot about the kind of freelancer that you are, or the type of clients that you want to attract, or the kind of business that you're building. And when you talk about your pricing, you're broadcasting more than just numbers to the world. You're sending messages to future and current clients about your brand. So today I'm going to reveal a few hidden messages you're sending, whether you mean to or not, every time you talk about your prices. First, let's talk about low prices. If your rates tend to be lower than most of your competition, you might be trying to say, hey, I'm a good option if you care most about your budget. And this isn't necessarily a bad thing. Competing on price is often a worthwhile strategy. But the risk you run when competing on price alone is that you might also be inadvertently saying, I'm not good enough to compete on talent or skill, so I just compete on price. Okay, here's the thing. Self-awareness is good, and maybe you aren't the best at what you do yet, and that's okay. Low prices are a great way for making a break into a new market, for getting started as a freelancer, or making some extra money, but be careful not to downplay your expertise by always focusing on the lowest price for your client. There are plenty of quality clients who are willing to pay more for quality work. Okay, next, what if your prices are just average? Is that saying something about your work too? You might think you're simply saying, I'll do good work for a fair price. And honestly, there's nothing wrong with doing good work for clients at a fair price. But the biggest risk you run here is being a bit too just plain. I don't know if you've noticed, but there have never been more freelancers in the world than there are right now. Never. In the wake of the global pandemic, especially, millions more joined the freelance economy. And when you're competing against everyone else, millions of freelancers, the last thing you want your pricing to say is, I'm just like everyone else. Without an outlier price, either high or low, to draw attention, you'll fade into the background pretty quickly. Okay, so is the answer to price yourself higher than the competition? Well, maybe, but remember there's no right or wrong answer here. It's just important to know what your pricing might be saying about you. Charging a premium speaks loudly in its own way. If you have rates that are higher than many of the other freelancers in your industry, you should probably be prepared to back up those prices, because what a high price actually says is, I'm the highest quality option, or at least I believe I am. The problem is if your portfolio, client list, or previous work aren't equally matched to your higher prices, you run the risk of accidentally saying, I'm cocky and I'm full of myself. It's safe to say you probably don't want to send that message. While cockiness works for some people, it's a turnoff for most business relationships. And another unspoken message you're saying when you charge higher than average prices is, I'm in high demand and I only take on the clients that I actually want to work with. And that can be a good thing, and frankly, it can be a dream for most freelancers. When your prices are higher, you don't look desperate for work. This can actually be a great psychological tool to use when booking new clients. Some people love exclusivity. Okay, before we continue, I want to thank Hectic for supporting this video. I've been working in the freelancing space for over 12 years, and Hectic is by far my new favorite freelancing tool. In fact, it's a suite of tools. It's got everything you need to run and grow your freelance business, from invoicing to proposals to project management to client portals and lots more. Hectic's got everything you need to freelance smarter. So click the link in the description of this video and sign up 100% free to try Hectic now. It's completely free, not a free trial. You can sign up and use the tool completely free. And then they have a lot of pro features that you can use later if you decide you need to upgrade. Thanks again to Hectic for supporting this video. Okay, we've talked about high, low, and middle ground pricing. So what else is there? Well, how and when you charge your clients speaks volumes about you too. For example, if you charge a one-time fee, you might be saying, I solve one-time problems. And that's fine. Some people offer one-time work. Logo designers typically do great work for a client once, and a wedding photographer hopefully doesn't have to get hired on a repeat basis. But if you're not careful, you might accidentally be saying something like, I'm not committed to helping you succeed in the long term. And while it may or may not be true, freelancers who do one-off jobs for clients can seem fleeting rather than invested in the success of their client's business. And keep in mind, one-off freelancers are simply more expendable than long-term partners. On the other hand, let's explore what your pricing says about you if you charge a recurring fee. For starters, you're showing your clients that you're interested in supporting them over a longer period of time. It's sort of like you're saying, my service is so valuable that it's worth paying for every single month. And of course, it could backfire. There are lots of shady service providers out there who just charge their clients on autopilot every month, whether they've done any work or not. And that means that some clients who see recurring pricing may think that you're saying something like, I'm going to bill you every month because I care most about money. Well, of course, that's not true in your case. It's important to recognize how your recurring price could be interpreted by potential clients. And if you're concerned recurring revenue could turn off a potential client, you may want to start with the traditional one-time pricing and then convert your one-time clients into recurring revenue down the road. For more on that, you can check out the interview I did with Chelsea Baldwin all about converting one-time clients into recurring clients, which I will link on the screen and in the description of this video. Okay, there's another way you might be sending a message with your pricing, and that's on whether or not you're willing to negotiate with your clients. In reality, many freelancers are willing to negotiate with potential clients on their rates. In fact, most clients almost expect to be able to haggle after sending a proposal. But if your pricing is non-negotiable, here's what you're really saying. I know what I'm worth, and if you're not willing to pay it, that's okay with me. Of course, this pricing strategy only works if you truly can live without the extra business. If you're firm on your price, you will lose some business, no doubt about it. But you'll also gain back all the extra time, headache, and stress that comes along with haggling, negotiating, or remember each client's unique pricing structure. So if you're more flexible with your pricing, what does that say? Some clients might think willingness to negotiate means you're saying, I'm willing to work with you on a price because I really need your business right now. And this can be particularly true when you're just getting started as a freelancer and need clients in order to build a solid portfolio. But if you're not careful, you might accidentally be saying, you can talk me down and don't have to pay full price for quality work. And you definitely don't want that. It's a fine line, and you may have to choose to adjust your strategy as your business grows. Okay, now that I've given you a few ideas on what your pricing might actually be saying about you and about your business, it's your turn. Leave a comment on this video and tell me what you think your pricing is saying about you as a freelancer. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more videos on pricing, freelancing, and growing your creative business. And remember to leave a comment letting us know what you'd like to see in our next videos. If we pick your idea, remember we're giving you $1,000 to invest in your freelance business. Until next time, I'm Preston from Millo.co, and I wish you the best of luck in your freelancing journey. We'll see you soon.